So I found this job online. Night security, abandoned retail complex. 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. $30 an hour. Must stay in designated area. Do not engage with personnel not listed in employee directory. Sounded sketchy as hell, which is why I applied. I was broke, between apartments and sleeping in my car behind a bowling alley. So yeah, $30 an hour to walk around a dead mall at night? Sign me up. They emailed me a few hours later. Report to Central Operations at 10:45 p.m. Do not be late. There was no interview.
The place was called Grangemont Plaza. Used to be one of those massive 90s-style malls. 2 floors, food court, fountains, a few anchor stores. But it shut down during COVID and never reopened. When I showed up, the parking lot was completely empty, except for one car, a black SUV with tinted windows. A guy in a gray uniform stepped out. No name tag, no smile. "You're late," he said. It was 10:43. He walked me through a side door with no signage and handed me a laminated map. "Your route is highlighted in red. Do not deviate. You'll be alone, no talking to anyone. If you hear your name and you're not on the radio, keep walking." Then he handed me an earpiece and a flashlight. No gun, no baton, not even a whistle. And then he left. I stepped inside the mall. It was freezing, like below zero cold, even though it was summer outside. The kind of cold that sticks to your bones. The place was pitch black except for flickering emergency lights spaced every 50 feet. Most of the shops still had their old signage. Claire's, GNC, Sam Goody, ghosts of capitalism. I clicked on the flashlight and started walking the route. It was normal for maybe the first hour. Dust, rats, cracked tile, echoes. But then I passed the old fountain in the center court and something felt wrong. The air changed, heavier somehow. My ears popped like I'd gone up a mountain. Then I saw something that made me stop cold. There was a wet footprint on the tile, barefoot, human, heading into one of the shuttered stores. I leaned in with the flashlight. The store was an old Foot Locker, gate down, locked, no way in or out, but the footprints led under the gate. Then I heard it. Tripping, coming from above. I tilted the flashlight up. There was a man hanging from the second floor balcony, upside down, like a goddamn bat, naked, wet, and grinning. His head turned slowly, unnaturally slowly toward me. His eyes locked on mine. Then he dropped. Not fell, dropped. Like he was pulled straight down into the dark behind a kiosk. I ran.
Back in the security office, I slammed the door and grabbed the radio. Hello? There's someone in here. A man, hanging from the ceiling. He looked hurt. A voice crackled through the radio. "Return to your route." That was it. I stared at the speaker. "I'm serious. There's something in here. We need to call—" "Return to your route." And then silence. I stayed in the office for another hour. Didn't move, barely breathed. Then I saw the monitor. All the cameras in the mall were labeled by zone. Food court, West Hall, loading dock. And one feed just said Zone X. That camera showed the corridor behind the old Sears. It was pitch black, but someone was standing there, motionless, facing the wall. I zoomed in. Couldn't make out a face, just long, stringy hair, pale skin, and a mouth that never stopped moving, like they were chewing something, or whispering. Then they turned toward the camera, slowly. They raised a hand and waved at me. The feed cut to static.
Screw this, I thought. I grabbed my keys and bolted for the exit. Except there was no door. I swear, the door I came through wasn't there anymore. Just smooth wall, like it had never existed. I ran to the other side. Same thing. Every exit I checked was gone. Not locked. Gone. Then I tried my phone. No signal. No GPS. Battery stuck at 66%. That's when I heard my name. Jake. It was a woman's voice. Soft. Familiar. Jake, come here. I turned, flashlight shaking in my hand. Nobody. Then again, but closer. Jake, I missed you. I don't know why, but I whispered back, Mom? The voice was exactly like her. Exactly. My mom died 2 years ago, and she never called me Jake. She always said Jakey. I backed away. My foot hit something. A Polaroid photo. Sitting on the floor. Just like that. I picked it up. It was a picture of me, standing right where I was now, looking at the camera, mouth open, terrified. Behind me in the photo was a shape. Too tall. Skin tight like cellophane. No eyes. Just holes. And dozens of hands. Some touching my shoulder, some reaching from inside my mouth. I dropped the photo and sprinted to the food court. The lights were all off except one, a glowing subway sign that shouldn't have had power. And someone was behind the counter. I shouted, "Hey, do you work here? I need help." They didn't move. I crept closer, my flashlight flickering like it didn't want to look. The person was standing behind the sandwich counter, back turned, wearing a subway uniform, but the clothes looked ancient, moldy, stained. And they were swaying, side to side, back and forth like a metronome. "Hello?" I asked. They turned around. There was no face, just skin. No eyes, no nose, no mouth. Just smooth, pulsing flesh like something under a bandage. Then it lifted both hands and began to clap. Slow, loud. The lights in the food court shut off. I ran again, this time back toward the old movie theater. I could hear footsteps now. Behind me. Above me. Inside the walls. But the theater lobby was open. I rushed inside and slammed the door. And then I saw the screen. It was on, playing footage of me from earlier tonight, walking my route, sweating, whispering to myself. But behind me in the footage there were shapes, hundreds of them, crawling, slithering, moving like shadows underwater, some with faces, some with my face. The camera zoomed in on me until my entire eye filled the screen. Then it whispered, "We're already inside you." The projector clicked off. I don't know how long I sat in that theater. Hours, maybe. Maybe days. My watch doesn't work anymore. Eventually, I left. I walked back to the central court, and the man from earlier, the one hanging upside down, was waiting for me. Except now, he was wearing a security uniform. Mine. He held out my flashlight. "You dropped this," he said, and smiled with a mouth full of my teeth. Then he handed me a badge and said, "Your shift is over.
time to clock in permanently. I woke up in the security office. The cameras were all dark except Zone X. It just showed my chair. From above, I'm still sitting in it. But I'm also here, watching myself. I can't leave. I've tried. There's no way out. I think I'm part of the mall now. If you ever see a posting for Grangemont Plaza night security, don't apply. Because you don't guard the mall. You guard what's beneath it. And once it sees you, you never leave.